guys, is Gravitating Away, and I'll be doing this portion of just a quick vlog. Every time I step out late night, I like to clear my head and give you guys a view of how Broward County, specifically different cities in Broward County, are at night. But it's not necessarily about that. It's just me engaging with you guys, letting you guys know how my runs are in terms of going out, doing little things that I gotta get done for the family, for the bills, etc. But it's really just to talk to you guys. One of the problems that I'm coming across on YouTube, and I'm gonna be quite honest, is giving you guys me and not being so focused on if you would rather that or the visuals, the wild content, the thing that are eye catchers that it's not necessarily something in my niche. So every day I'm gonna make little blogs and vlogs to get you an idea of who I am, because I really believe that if you really want to be someone who says they were organic, you guys got to know who I am. Those of you that are willing to take that time and know, and that's what I want to do. I'm riding around and so many thoughts in my head. I'm thinking about the kids about to go to school soon, because right now it's about 2:09 a.m. where I am at in Broward County, Florida. Specifically, I'm riding through the Lauderhill area right now. So I'm just riding, thinking about everything that was going through my mind when I started doing YouTube about 3 weeks ago. And I have all these ideas, right? But the ideas don't matter if I'm not comfortable in the lane that I'm trying to set for myself. And that's somebody that, since this is the start, somebody that you guys could be a part of. Watch my journey. I'm looking at the long-term road of it all. Down the road, if you stick with me, I'm speaking of like 3 years from now, 4 or 5 years from now, and you see where it started. And that's how I want to grow my YouTube platform. Now, I call myself Gravitating Away solely because of the reason that I've always been somebody that was an introvert, but who didn't mind playing a certain role in being an extrovert. Me being social is natural because I truly believe I'm a man of many hats. Especially when you're well traveled, you get into basically coming attached with people and their cultures, their experiences. My parents being of people from another country who are proud Americans today for the last, 40 plus years, maybe even longer. It just gives you insight into how to address one another, how to communicate, how to distinguish yourself amongst the pack. So, although I do consider myself an introvert because I'm homebody, I don't necessarily like being around crowds, but I was the same guy going with my friends to parties, clubs, all before I was 18. Like, I got a whole story, man. But as I got older, I was comfortable with gravitating away from social norms that people perceive that to be, whether it's always being out with friends, talking about popular news and, what's going on with the music world, just things that your average day, quote unquote ordinary person falls into. That's not who I am, guys. I still remember being that kid that was always reading, being that kid that was always inquisitive about what else is there. Those of us that you know, and then when I'm saying this, I'm more so saying I'm not one of those people that say, you know, I've always wondered about this and that. No, I mean, I'm talking about my folks out there who are die hard into being inquisitive. I mean, it's something you can't live without, you know, of wanting to know more. And that's who I became, you know. I'm riding around the neighborhood now. We're closer in 31st Avenue, Martin Luther King Boulevard. And I'm turning right now. To my right is Tater Town, famously known over here if you're from here. So many things happen here. Had a friend who lost his leg right up a couple stop signs down from here. He was riding a dirt bike and got T-boned. And as he went in the air, so was his leg, you know. But nonetheless, just riding, trying to give you guys a perspective into who I am. And I plan on doing this, you know, every now and then. But yeah, like, I call myself gravitating away because I got more comfortable, I'll say, around junior year of high school. And then it was cemented more in me in the military to just continue to be who I am. You know, somebody that doesn't have too much prejudice in him, because everybody is innately, you know, built with that. No matter what we want to say, we all have our little prejudices. And I stutter sometimes, so as you can tell, it does disrupt my speech patterns. But, you know, I'm somebody that's really open, man. I'm really open, man. And I just watch a lot of friends and people that I know close, even distant relatives, try to conform all the time. And, you know, you get to know people and you realize you don't really know them at all. You know, by the way, my friend lost his leg right over here in the dirt bike. This is a crazy neighborhood, and, you know, even though all the surrounding neighborhoods around this neighborhood are gentrifying, some people say for the better, some people say for the worse, somehow this particular community here in Tatertown, it's deep in Fort Lauderdale in Broward County, this neighborhood hasn't really changed so much. And what's funny, guys, up ahead the road over here is the main Broward County Sheriff Office. That's right over here. You can see the big building. You know, it's the main office over there. I will be doing more run-ins over there. I have so when I was a, you know, case manager for juvenile delinquents, and now I am also a task force homeless navigator. I find housing for homeless people. Also, my main job, pretty new because I needed to try something else in my criminal justice background. I'm a missing child investigator, and I'm trying to get the wheels in motion with that running. I'm in training right now for that, but I have a huge background in that stuff. But by the way, guys, this is Sistrunk, famous Sistrunk neighborhood. Real crazy over here. Yeah, so like, I just watch people who I've been around for so long, and even people who I wouldn't necessarily consider my friends, I watch them be who they are not. And even if I don't know who they are, that's the point. I don't know who you are, you know? I like when somebody gives me them, and the reading process of who that person isn't so hard. You know, we all should have a little mystery, but I like people wired to show how broad they are in terms of their perspectives and how they socialize with one another. You know, I don't like limiting myself. That's why I called myself gravitating away, and it's really my entire existence, guys. Like, I'm hoping my children stay that way. I'm really hoping, you know, the message can be felt that everybody can gravitate to their own spaces but be a part of everything at the same time. That's what the universe is about. And I refuse because of the demographics where I grew up. I mean, there's so many subcategories that could have been, you know, grouped in as who I am, in terms of my father being a pastor. I could have just only been known as a pastor kid. My parents being, you know, young teenagers who came here from Haiti. I could have just been seen as an immigrant. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, I could have just been seen as some kid in a, you know, pretty wild neighborhood. Things like that. You know, you can really subcategorize me, but who I am is what I define myself to be, not what the effects of my life has been, my experiences, and none of that. Because everything comes all together eventually, guys. So I said all that to say we're trying to build something here as people, man. We're trying to build the narrative of who we are. And the narrative of who we are sometimes takes a path towards the end of our story, where maybe we may not know who we are, and those that have read that story, i.e. meaning been around us, our experiences, whatever we've been a part of, what we're building upon in terms of, you know, the process of having a career or business, whatever it is that makes you you, somebody, you know, could continue that story for you or properly tell others who you were, even if you don't know who you are. But what I won't stand for is for people to take on a persona of who they are not. And that's all I'm saying, man. I've been focused on this for so long, of trying to adapt in this YouTube digital age, whether it's TikToks of the world, Twitters, whatever. My niche right now is trying to get my feet running in YouTube. And doing that, I've come in the crossroads of what do people like? And, you know, will this last? Will that last? Will this get their impressions of clicking? Will this, you know, capture them to remain as a subscriber? Things of that nature. And it's like, that stuff has been driving me crazy, and I've been seeing some good motion from YouTube, I won't lie. I got people that said some wonderful things. I won't even mention the negatives, because guys, let's be honest, that comes with what, you know, this game is. It comes with it. When you're trying to do something like being a YouTube creator or just be out there with your work, you're gonna get that. So I'm talking about, I've had great reactions from people who really like what I'm doing. And I'm growing with what I have, you know, limited resources right now in terms of the equipment, certain knowledge that one would need to capture more attention. Because right now, my main priority is, who am I on YouTube? Even though I know who I am out here in the real world, it's like, who am I in YouTube? So that's the dilemma that I'm facing, because I put myself in that niche of trying to just catch people's attention, and I don't like it. There were many videos that I put up, guys, and I didn't appreciate that for myself, because that's not who I am. And those videos, you won't see them. I left them in private or deleted them, because I didn't feel comfortable with this demonstrating who I am, what I'm trying to capture. So when I say I want to do something organic, I really meant that. I want something that I can look back and say, not just only I did it the right way, but like, yo, that's me. You feel me? Like, yo, that's who I am. You know, I wasn't trying to be like nobody else. I wasn't trying to manipulate my content into, you know, appearing as other channels. And, you know, I want someone to say 3 years from now, yo, I've been clicking on this guy's video every now and then, and it's like something about him I like, you know. And man, to watch him grow, and it, you know, even me as a subscriber of many channels myself, who've watched people grow from literally maybe 200, 300 subscribers, and you know, now they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they're doing their thing. You know, this is how I know I was never a hater, because somehow watching them come into financial success or in a place where they can have motion to put out their work and it be seen by so many people, I smile, man, knowing what comes behind that. Because even though I don't know that person specifically, when you're watching somebody stay true to what they are and the niche they created for themselves, it makes you feel as if you've grown with them. And that's what I want. So, you know, I come to this place to talk to you guys, man. I already know when I post this, many people more than likely will skip past it, because that's the way it goes. And I'm okay with that, you know? I want the people that are going to say, this guy has something to say. And that's what it's been about for me. I want you to know that I got something to say, and it's something that you can take from. You know, it's not just platonic in terms of me saying anything to be nice, to be a friend, or be a character on YouTube. I don't want to be vanilla. I want to be extraordinary, you know? So extraordinary that I'm very ordinary, if that makes sense. And that's where I am right now, guys, on YouTube. Just every now and then I drive, man. I gotta clear my mind. I'm responsible for so many things, you know? Being a husband, being a father of 6. I always throw that number out because some people, you know, when you say that, they almost feel like you're using your children as a tool. But guys, you'll never understand why I say that. You know, at the age I've become now, you know, saying I'm a father of 6 is almost like a reminder to myself, like, damn, you know, I have 6 children, man. That shit blows my mind every time, guys. It blows my mind. So many emotion runs through me just knowing that, you know, I have 6 children out here. You know, specifically, one of the main things that goes through my mind when I state that is the worry that comes with it. You know, so many different worries, which, you know, in this relationship, you'll come across what I mean by that. You know, I'll explain more into it. But, you know, guys, if you're ever going through things and you gotta brainstorm and meditate, sometimes, just sometimes, you know, a drive helps. And I feel like I can talk to you guys when, you know, my children are sleeping, my wife is sleeping, and I'm just out here, you know, even though I got work, you know, down the road later, but I need this. I've been doing this for so long and I've never recorded myself. You know, I don't know if you guys are like me, but sometimes when I'm hearing myself, you know, I get this weird feeling like, you know, that it's almost cringe-like. And that tells you a lot about our insecurities. You know, if I was so secure, I wouldn't feel like that. So I'm going to continue trying to find my voice. And I just want you guys to stick with me, you know, and you'll know more about my past relationships, things I've been through. And you'll get a proper understanding that I'm not somebody that will never evade from the fact that I am not perfect by a long shot. By a long shot. But I am somebody that always tries to be, man. I do truly try to be. And I just want you guys to stick around with me, you know. Today, well, this morning was really about me explaining to you guys why I call myself gravitating away. You know, I'm just watching so much loved ones fall down the wrong road and make a mess out of their lives and never being able to pick themselves up. I've always prided myself on being somebody of a broad perspective. Again, it has helped me network. It has helped me in interviews. It has helped me in channeling, you know, different emotions I go through where I could analyze myself therapeutically, where I could be better accountable on my actions, my thoughts, and behaviors, you know. And this is one of the things that I do now, and that's talking to you guys. And if I couldn't put any other video that I could be proud of or happy about, it would be talking to you guys. And that's the God's honest truth. It would literally be talking to you guys. And I remember when the vlog era came out, it seemed so far away, gone from that era. We're about clickbait generation, you know. what's gonna get the most views, what's gonna get the most likes. Right now, I just want an organic subscription base of people that get some type of inclination to who I am, man. Who I am. Things that maybe people close to me never tried to know. Maybe people that I've considered, friends or foes, never truly got a chance to know, because people see the success or the failures before they see the work that attributed to any of those. Whether it was attributed to your failure, attributed to your success, people don't really stick around to see the work that was done or the efforts or lack thereof that was there. I'm not gonna take up much time, but I really felt like talking to you guys tonight, man. I really did. I feel so much more at peace, and the comfort level is right there to better express myself. And when I'm making my videos, guys, understand when you're watching this is where it comes from. I come from a good place, man. And the only way that you can see that is me giving you more of me. This was Gravitating Away, guys. I'd like to tell you thank you for supporting. Those of you that even took the time to even click and come on and give it a chance. All I have to say, just like the stocks, this is an investment. Don't think about what am I going to bring just today. Think of how it's going to be down the road. Because I truly believe in speaking things into existence. I never would have believed I would have got into this YouTube thing. And I did. So a couple years from now, you're gonna remember this first video that I've ever vlogged, and you're gonna remember the place that I truly came from, and you're a part of it. Thank you, guys. And you don't have to like, comment, or subscribe on these ones. I just want you guys to feel me. Have a great night and morning.